All right, we're going to start the question and answer. First question.
As a civilian, what is the most effective use of my time and resources to help fight this depression that's facing our veterans?
Okay. The question was, as a civilian, what can you do to help fight the suicide and the depression, and what resources are available? The MakeTheConnection.com website is a great place to start. You can contact the American Legion. They have a whole array of resources, books, pamphlets, people you could talk to give it that will give you advice on how to approach the situation. Uh, the VA, the local VA, does the same thing. When you go to the VFW, their resources are going to be a little more in depth. They're still going to give you the MakeTheConnection.com website and that link and that phone number. However, they're also going to send you to a place called Military One Source. And Military One Source is a good resource, but it's mainly designed for active duty soldiers dealing with returning from deployment, transitioning back to family life, and not so much the post service PTSD, depression, suicidal thoughts issue that we're facing today. Next question.
As a friend or civilian family member, whatever it might be, if we were to suspect that somebody is contemplating suicide, what would be a way to lead into that conversation without offending the person or making the situation worse?
Okay. So the question is, as a friend, family member, civilian, coworker, what's a good lead-in to start talking to the veteran without making things worse or without essentially tipping the pot? That is veteran dependent. That is situation dependent. I know in my case, it would have been as simple as, "Are you okay?" or "Do we need to talk?" or even, "Hey, let's go to lunch." Just start the friendship. Just once you go to lunch, it's a, "Are you okay? I've noticed that you're kind of down. What's wrong?" Some veterans, it is more of a, well, not feeling appreciated. So they might be like a child, and you might need to just pat them on the back. "Hey, you're doing really good today. You did great on that project." Things like that. But it's very situation dependent and veteran dependent. You just have, like, if you're a supervisor, a really close friend, or a really close family member, you have to know that person. But I would say across the board, you're pretty safe with a, "Are you doing okay today? Is there anything bothering you? I'm here if you need me" type conversation. Next question.
What percentage of the suicides were actually diagnosed with PTSD?
There's no firm research on this, but the stuff that I have looked at has been 95 to 100%. Just about every veteran coming home from combat is going to have a PTSD, or what we call a TBI, which is a traumatic brain injury. And that creates extreme depression. And given the right doctor, they could diagnose it as PTSD, they could diagnose it as depression. But I would say 95 to 100% of all suicides are from some form of PTSD or deep rooted depression.